It's not every day that you get to stand on top of a brand new concept car, but the Citroen Oli is designed to do just that. This is a concept car that only Citroen could design. And well, it gives an insight into where Citroen is looking to go in the future. It's all about sustainability, it's all about recyclability. But first I'm going to get down because I don't really have a head for heights. Now, the reason I'm standing on this is because it's made from a new material that means it can support my weight. I can stand up, and the whole idea is this car fits into your life. If you need to fix something on your roof or your gutter, you can just stand on top and do it. But anyway, I'm going to get down because there's more important things to talk about. Let's start with the front of it. Now, this does look really extreme, but we're going to start about the badge first of all. This is Citroen's new brand identity. It's this new logo, and it harks back to exactly how it was in 1919 when the brand started. It's a much more simple design, and in this case it also covers up where the charger goes. Now, this has a 40 kilowatt hour battery, which you might not think is very big. The whole point is this car is very light. This will do 400 kilometers on that 40 kilowatt hour battery, so it's targeting 10 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. The whole idea is to make it more sustainable and more affordable. Underneath here, you've got an extra storage unit, but the real thing people are probably going to be most polarized and shocked by is this windscreen. It's totally upright. We've got 3 wipers here. The whole point of having this upright windscreen, which you might think is totally goes against everything we think about when it comes to aerodynamics, is that this uses less glass. It means that there's less light getting in, which means there's less heat in the cabin, which means Citroen can fit a more efficient and less energy consuming air conditioning system. So the shape of the bonnet also helps kick air up over that upright windscreen. Does help a little bit with the aerodynamics. Now, when you need to open it, you can just pop this up, and inside you've got all these different storage compartments. You just pop that off, keep your charging cables in there. Other things as well, you've got extra storage, you top up your fluids in here. Let's come around the side because there's a lot of other simple things like this. You may remember the really gorgeous, cute, small Citroen Ami that had the same front and the same back. Well, the same principle is applied to this. These big square doors, well, they're the same on both sides. You don't need to have a left side and a right side. All they do is flip it round. We're going to show you more on the inside in a minute, but I want to show you around the back first because this is, again, it's all about being really functional, utilitarian. So you've got basically a pickup in the back here. When you want to put stuff in the back, just fold that down. You've got the Citroen badge there, and it's very versatile. You've got loads of tie-down hooks. Again, there's that new brand logo. And if you look at some of the detail here, you'll see that brand slogan, "Nothing moves us like Citroen." Everything about this is rugged. It just looks so tough. The front bumper is the same as the back bumper, so like the doors, it's really interesting design how they're approaching this. You see these C-shaped lights. Again, this is only a pure concept, but we are going to see a lot of elements of this car go into future Citroen models. But it gets even better on the inside. Now, you've got huge front doors. They come right the way out. Look at this window design, it's really cool. But there's also rear hinged back doors, and these open all the way to 90 degrees. It gives you this huge pillarless entry point into the cabin. Let's have a look, because I'm going to start off with the back, because first of all, you notice the colors in here. It's all pretty much one color. The whole point is that this is all 3D printed, and it's used again from fully recycled materials. You'll see the frame design here on these seats. If you know your Citroens, you'll know the little nod to the 2CV here. It's a really neat design, but these whole seats are only made of a handful of parts. So the whole point of this car is fewer parts, fewer materials, makes it much easier in the whole production process. There's really simple things. I've got a screen here in the back, a USB-C port here, and my earphones. But in the front, well, this is where it gets really interesting. Rather than having loads of big screens and touch screens that we're used to having, Citroen just thinks, well, your phone pretty much always does it better. So you can literally just pop your phone in here directly into the dashboard, and that will act as your entire infotainment system and will charge up your phone as you go. That means you've no screens in here. You've got a speaker that's a Bluetooth speaker, so you can just pull it out of the dashboard and go to the beach or do whatever you want with it. You have a very simple steering wheel here with one little toggle wheel. You've got your usual controls here for your lights and all that, but everything else is just, well, this cool kind of orangey red color in here. You've got these really interesting little bits here on the dashboard. That means you can just put in your phone, it's not going to rattle around. Being electric, of course, it means you've all this space inside. It's really, really cool as a piece of design. You've got huge space in the doors here, and even these windows. Well, you might notice another little Citroen nod here, and that's these glass pops up just like that, just like on the old 2CV. Really cool. To make sure it uses as little material as possible, the wheels are even mixed up of aluminium and steel. Makes it a little bit lighter, but still keeps all that strength and means it's got this pretty unusual, funky design. So that's our first look around this really quite funky Citroen Oli. If you want to know more about this, head over to our website. It's CompleteCar.ie. You'll find it linked in the description below, and tell us what you think in the comment section. We'd love to know whether this is a car you'd like to own in the future. Thanks for watching.